Hey, Fruity Cuties, what's up? My name is Jeanette, and I'm here with the Woodstock Fruit Festival. And today we're going to be speaking to our friend Kuba. And Kuba has been to the Woodstock Fruit Festival many times, I think 3 or 4 times, and we're really excited to talk to him. He's amazing. He's a fruity weirdo, just like all of us. And he's going to join me now, and we're going to find out what it's like to attend and work at the Woodstock Fruit Festival. What's up, Richard? What's up, Bobby Buns? He's joining us now, and we will get started. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Okay.
Yes, what's up?
What's up, my brother? What's up?
What's up, my
Yes.
beautiful fruit and veggie
Yes.
lovers, my fruity weirdos?
So Kuba, my friend. Yes.
It's
So
really
first
nice
of
to be
all,
here. Is my
your sound is
sound
okay. Is my
okay,
sound
first of
okay?
all?
Okay,
I'm just
very good.
using
Yeah, your
Bluetooth.
sound is perfect.
Yes,
Where are you? You're in Mallorca now, right?
yes, I am in
Amazing.
Mallorca,
Do you live
Spain.
there?
What's up, Tanya?
Oh,
Yes, I live here
okay.
right now.
So let's get into the Woodstock Fruit Festival, Cuba, because first of all, I have a lot of questions for you, but I want to know off the bat, what, what's up?
Raw Fruit City.
How has Woodstock Fruit Festival changed your life? Because I know that it has truly, really impacted your life. And can you tell us a little bit about how it has done that?
hmm What's up, my mama
Mhm.
Dukes? Well, yeah, Woodstock changed my life because coming to the lifestyle of raw fruits and vegetables, like when I first got into it about 9 years ago, you're basically alone. You're alone in the journey because so few people are doing it. So basically, my community was on YouTube, but it was strangers because they didn't know me. I knew them. They're sharing, Fully Raw Christina, Doug Graham, all these people are sharing the lifestyle. Ted Carr, Yulia, and Paul Tarbath. And I'm like, I want to live like them, but it's so hard in the real world. And until I went to the fruit festival, it was like I felt alone. So the fruit festival, the Woodstock Fruit Festival, gave me community, made me realize that there's so many other people into this lifestyle and this conscious living. And I made some really cool friends, lifetime friends. And yeah, so that's how it changed my life and
Yeah, I
made me
love
realize
that
I'm not
answer.
alone.
Same thing with me. I really love that. And Bobby Buns, he says he's so alone it hurts. Oh, Bobby, you have us. Don't worry. Bobby's an amazing person, and he's coming to Woodstock 2023. By the way, everyone, before we continue this interview, I want to remind everyone that we have a contest right now. And so if you are interested in coming to Woodstock Fruit Festival for free, you can click the link in our bio to find our venue. We're looking for help finding a venue. And if you find it, you get a free ticket to Woodstock Fruit Festival. Or if you can't come, we give you $1,000. So click the link in our bio, and we would love for you to help us find our
Amazing.
perfect venue. Okay, Kuba Boo. Yes.
But the
Many
condition
conditions.
is,
Yeah,
does it have to
there's a
be in the
lot of
US or
conditions.
what?
First of all, it has to be in the US or Mexico.
Okay.
And there's many other conditions.
Okay.
But yeah, unfortunately, it has to be in the US or Mexico. Okay, so I want to start from the beginning.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, this is a Blue Jays
Yep.
hat.
Cuba's originally
Toronto
from
repping.
Canada. Yes. Why?
Yes.
I'm curious. There are so many people in the living foods lifestyle from Canada. What is that about? Can you help me understand that? Because it is really, there's so many.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's so many from the US. There's also so many from Germany. There's also so many from like Australia and New Zealand. But Canada, I don't know. It's cold there, and it's like we don't have much tropical fruit. In Toronto, we do because we got the Asian markets and Chinatown and stuff.
Yeah, I think
But
of like
I don't
David
know why.
Wolf
I
is
don't know.
Canadian. I think of Ted Carr, Raw Food Romance, you,
David Wolf is Canadian.
um, and
Yeah,
a
yeah,
few
yeah.
others.
The cold brings us
Yes.
up to the truth.
Okay, so Kuba, how did you first hear about Woodstock Fruit Festival?
I think it was from Fully Rock Christina is the first time I heard about it on YouTube. So she was like talking about it, and it was like I started the lifestyle in 2014. So I heard about it in 2015, and I was like, I need to go to this festival. And I heard about it say May, and I had this job for the summer. I'm like, I'm gonna save up to go to this festival in August. And that summer job, even though the food was included in that job, I was not eating the food and I was bringing my own fruits. And I partied and all this stuff, and I didn't save anything. And I was like so bummed I didn't make it to the fruit festival. I did my first like fully raw week in like solidarity. And then the next year, I just knew I had to make it happen. So I just like over the year, I just kept paying off whatever I could, like $100 here, $20 there. And just over the year, I was paying it off. And then as it came to the festival, I was still like a little bit short. My mom took pity, helped me out, and I got a ride with some
What year was
people
this?
and made it to the festival.
Oh,
2016.
2016.
That was my first time. So I've been four times. You were saying three, four? I've been four times. 16,
Yeah,
17, 18,
okay.
19. And what's amazing is like the fruit festival for me was like a measure of my progress in the lifestyle. But the lifestyle is like, you know, unless you understand it and live it, people might think it's just like a diet or something. But really, it's raising my vibration, my vibrational frequency. It's like a spiritual thing, kind of, where I'm just like becoming a more vibrant, powerful being. And every year, I just like see it's just like raising my vibration higher. Next year, higher. Next year, higher. And then, so like the fruit festival is like a measure of that progress and like a check-in. Because, you know, you kind of get lost throughout the year when you go back to your normal life sometimes. And you come back to the festival and you realize how much progress you made. And it's just like every year you
Tessa said
level
that
up.
you beat me. Definitely not, because I've been 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 5 years. There was
There was no
21,
20.
20, no, 21 and 22, right. There was no 20. So I've been 5 times Tessa Boo. So calm down now. Calm down now.
Ah.
No,
So your first one
2017,
was the same as
17,
me,
18,
16.
19, 21, 22. Um, so now
Ah,
Kuba has attended and worked at the festival. Oh, I didn't know that. So now tell me, what is the difference between, what has been your experience between attending and working at the fruit festival?
okay, so I worked, obviously, part of it was to save money because as a volunteer, you don't have to pay the full tuition. So the first year I paid the full tuition and it was fun. You're just like free meeting all these people. I recommend it, like if you could do that for the first time, just like enjoy it, no pressure. And then you like get your feet wet, you meet the people, and then next year it's like it'll be a treat to work with some, you know, you'll have friends you've already made and stuff. But working is just like next level because it's not really working, you know, we're just having fun. I was pushing sugarcane with
Yeah.
you through the juicer. And even though it's like hard work sometimes, it's just fun because it's such good vibes, good energy, there's
Yes.
amazing teammates. So I worked on the produce
Mm.
team my first time. So I did produce team 2 years in a row and then the sugarcane juice team for the third year. And it was just more amazing because you come a few days earlier and you stay a
Yes.
couple of days later and you just like have this bond with the other volunteers. And I actually, between my first festival and the second one where I volunteered, I met a bunch of people in Austin at the Austin Fruit Fest, thanks to Brittany and Connor. And I made like really these like deep spiritual connections with them because it's like more small and intimate. And then a bunch of us ended up volunteering at the Woodstock Fruit Festival 2017. And it was just like, it was so amazing to be with these people, to be working. You're like behind the scenes, you're making the festival happen. It's a whole different vibe. It's not like you're new, you're wondering, like you're learning, figuring things out. But now it's like you know what's happening, you're making it happen. You're, in the produce team, you're in charge of like the
Yeah.
foundation, you're in charge of the fruit. Like the kitchen relies on you to make sure that you're putting things in the right order to ripen at the right times to give it to, because if you don't take care of the ripening, we had different ripening rooms and all that, then there might be fruit in the back somewhere that rots, and then that screws up the kitchen's recipe, and like you know you have to be on top of it. So it's really cool
Yeah, it's like
working
a
the
dream
produce team.
job, right? Like, I mean, it's just so much fun. And
But then I switched to sugarcane team because you this is how me and Jeanette actually met at the sugarcane station because she was working the station and I was just there all the time drinking all you can drink sugarcane. And I'm like, if I'm hanging out all the time at the sugarcane station, why don't
Kuba,
I just
no,
work the
we
sugarcane
actually
station?
met. Okay, the first time we met during the speed dating. We met
Well, that's
during the
where we
speed
really hung
dating.
out, I mean.
You were wearing
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
a shirt. You were wearing a pineapple or a watermelon shirt. Some type of fruity
Um,
shirt.
I
I have it on
I
camera.
don't know. I was wearing a pineapple. I was known for a pineapple shirt for many videos and stuff, but I don't remember my
So
first year what I
I
was
have it on
my
a YouTube
second year whatever.
video and
It's
I'm like,
probably
"Oh
a
my God,
pineapple.
that's Cuba. That's the first time." Yeah, pineapple. So
Pineapple shirt.
yeah, we
Yeah,
met
yeah,
during
yeah.
the speed dating, which is so amazing and scary. And it's just incredible because at Woodstock Fruit Festival, you're surrounded by people that are just like you for the first time in your life. And it's just a trippy experience, you know? It's just like heaven on earth. And so I'm so curious, Kuba, what was your first
Yeah.
impression as soon as you got to Woodstock Fruit Festival 2016? As soon as you got off the bus or out of the car, what was your first impression? Yeah,
My first
2016.
time ever. Oh, how do you explain that? Um, let's see. I came. It was cool because I met this couple. Like we met on our way to the Woodstock. They like through the Facebook group or something. They're like, "We're driving. I need a ride." They gave me a ride. So that was really cool coming with someone because it is scary going there for the first time. So it made it less
Yeah.
scary coming with people. And I don't know what my impression was. I was just really happy. I was excited. I literally saw like video that Ted Carr posted a couple days before, like already there, showing what's happening. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go and see what I just saw on YouTube in
Yeah.
real life. It was amazing. And then I just remember we like had to line up to register and stuff. It was like a slow settling in process, and then they gave a free bag of mangosteen, and that was the first time I had mangosteen. And yeah, it was just like a trippy experience, and I was just really excited. And then like shortly after, I saw Ted and Elise. Remember Elise from
Raw
back in the day who was
alignment.
raw vegan and stuff? Yes, yes. I saw them walking in like a crew of people, and like I remember I had the courage to be like, "Can we get a selfie?" And like took a selfie with the friends I was with, and that's when I started like opening up and like facing my fear and like meeting
I
these
love it.
people, some of who are
Yeah,
today are like
yeah, I
just
love
like
it. I
homies,
love it. And so, okay, now speaking of fruit, so that was the first time you tried mangosteen. What are some other exotic fruits that you had for the first time at Woodstock Fruit Festival?
Um, some of the epic ones that come to mind is mame sapote,
Yeah.
definitely a big one. That's a huge one. That's
How
an
do you
amazing one. I wish I
describe
had
that
that
fruit
regularly.
to
Like I
people that
haven't had
haven't
it in
had it?
years. I describe it like I want to say sweet potato, but I want to say like a sweet
Yeah.
sweet potato pie, and very dense and
Yeah.
creamy and so satisfying. Like I took a bunch. I remember in my bowl as if I would like papaya or
Yeah.
something, like the same amount. I
One
couldn't
of the most
finish it. It was
satisfying
way too
fruits,
dense. It
right? Like
really like satiates you.
it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good. Oh, it's so good. What other fruits have you had at Woodstock?
Mhm. There's more that came like later, like when Miami Fruit brought. Well, Miami Fruit actually the first year brought had like a banana table, so I tried different kinds of bananas I didn't know existed. They also brought a few years later. They brought different. I don't know what the family is, but it's like Adamoya, Cherimoya,
The
all the
Anon
Moyas.
family. Yes. Yes, yes.
The Anand family, I think. Yeah. So I realized that there's so many different kinds. Like I think I knew about soursop maybe, and then I
I'm
learned
trying
about
to get you to,
Cherimoya and then all
yeah.
the different kinds. But there's one main fruit I'm
I'm
saving
trying to
for
get you to
last.
say
What are you
Aki
trying to get
because
me?
I have it right here. Did you try Aki?
Yeah,
I
but I actually
know you did,
yeah,
but
I
you
did
didn't
try it
say
at the
it, and I
Woodstock
have
Fruit
it
Festival
right
for the
here. I was
first time.
like, he's gonna say it.
Aki is one of my favorite fruits. It's one of the more underrated fruits. It grows in
It's the
abundance in
national
Jamaica. I
fruit
saw
of
it growing on the
Jamaica.
trees, and I told them I want to eat it raw. They thought I was
Yes.
crazy. Ah, okay. It grows like pears. They thought I was crazy.
Yep,
Those you can eat, right?
they
Because they
did.
ripen on the tree. Otherwise, it's toxic, so that's why they cook it. And I was like, I want an Aki, and you could like supposedly die or something because it's toxic. And they're thinking I'm crazy, but they knew, like the cook knew when I grabbed it off the tree. She knew, like she prepared it and gave me one thing. In Jamaica, I'm like, I want the whole fruit. Why did you just give me? But anyways, I tried it from Miami Fruit
Yeah, Aki. Are
at
you
Woodstock.
afraid at all to eat Aki?
If you gave it to me like that, I would eat it. Or if Miami Fruit, like an expert gave it to me, or
Yeah,
if I picked it off the tree like
yeah,
opened, I wouldn't be afraid. But if it was not opened or
yeah.
if I
It's
wasn't
one of the
sure, I
top
wouldn't
10 most
mess with it.
dangerous fruits. So I have a bunch. It's so good.
But it's so good. It's because it's more high
Yeah.
fat. It's really rich. And I actually got my mom, well, on the cooked ackee because it comes in cans. I've never seen it raw in Canada. I got her to eat that as a
Oh
scrambled egg
yeah,
replacement
yeah.
in
Yeah, it
Canada.
does taste like scrambled eggs.
Cause she ate it in Jamaica. They served it. She thought it was eggs. We're like, that's not eggs.
Yeah.
And she's like,
It
oh,
kind of
this is
tastes like
really good.
cheese to me. It's kind of like it's a very interesting fruit. So
Yeah, it's
Tessa
cheesy.
wants to know, Kuba, can mame sapote make someone feel nauseous? Hmm.
I don't know, but if I just say what I think, but not off facts, like my instinct would say that probably yeah, because it's so dense. And maybe if you eat too much, it's like really sweet too. So it's like concentrated sugar
I've never
maybe.
felt
But
nauseous
I don't know.
eating
I've never heard
mame
of it.
sapote, but I have one of our favorites, which I'm sure is the fruit you were saving for last, which is durian. Um, I have felt nauseous
Yes.
eating too much durian, right? Have you? Oh,
No.
oh.
Because when I was eating that much durian, I was already like
Okay.
a hardcore fruit
So
head.
tell me about durian now, because obviously that is the king of all fruits, and we have durian parties. What is so special about this weird fruit, Kuba?
Yeah, so as a newbie, you might be wondering that. Not you, Jeanette, but like anyone watching who hasn't really tried durian. And that's what I thought the first time I had it, 2016. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's not good, it's not bad. It's kind of weird, and I don't get the hype. I didn't get it. Didn't get it. I tried durian. I just had some of one. And that was the only time I had it that year until later in the year when I just got more and more, because after the first fruit festival, I got more and more clean on my diet, more fruit based. Then I started doing more juices and stuff, and I just started like thinking about durian near the end of the year. So the festival's like in August, and then like December, I'm thinking about durian. Like, I really want durian. I don't know why. And I bought it, and I
Mm.
had it for New Year's Eve before I started a long juice fast. Never mind that story, but I bought it for New Year's Eve, and this is how I celebrated. I just had durian, and it was so good. And that's when I fell
What
in
does
love with
durian
durian
taste
from
like?
that moment on. So the following years was just like durian parties, and I could never get enough durian. I was sneaking them.
You were
Sorry,
what?
Woodstock Fruit Festival,
Somebody
but
banned Cuba from the
I was on
fest?
the produce team
Um,
sometimes.
okay, all
Sometimes
right,
we
that's
had
enough of
these
that. I don't want to
secret
know.
little
I don't want to
durians.
know. But question, what does durian taste like?
Every durian's kind of different, but it's really creamy and it's very sweet. I think people say like, what is it, like custard? I don't really know what custard is, but I want to say that it is like custard. And yeah, creamy, sweet, and really satisfying. And then sometimes it's a little cheesy, sometimes it's a little oniony, and yet it's still good. I became really good at picking good ones, and like I would always get good because it's not
Can you
always
give
good.
us a
You might
tip
get a
or
bad one.
trick on how to pick a good
But
one? What's your favorite way? How do you know?
I see, I've heard contradicting tips, but the way I've done it was like I would see if it's cracking a little on the bottom, opposite the stem. Um, I would see if intuitively something I just knew. But also if the pods are big, if they're shaped,
Mmm.
they grew, like they actually had time to grow on the tree. And sometimes I would see if it's lightly
Mmm.
cracking,
A
not too
fruitarian
much.
psychologist, that's her name. That's a name on here on Instagram. He or she, I'm not sure. Wait, I am really excited to have the possibility to join the festival and speak about a long-term juice fasting and the magical healing powers of juice. I'm on day 268 on juice today. Whoa, whoa. Okay, listen,
Almost
if
a
you'd
year.
like to present at Woodstock, send me an email, woodstockfruitfestival@gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll definitely get back to you and we'll see. And yeah, we love to have people of all different experiences to come and speak at Woodstock on their experience. Now, Kuba, you are certainly a juice connoisseur, if I must say so myself. Okay, so speaking of juice, what is your absolute favorite juice recipe that you love to make that has been very, very healing in your life?
Ah, okay. I was gonna
Mm,
say sugarcane and
my
passion fruit.
specialty.
'Cause that's really amazing. At the Woodstock Fruit Festival, you can have that. But personally, at home, I don't have a sugarcane press. And for me, it's celery and
Ooh,
cucumber. That's
yes,
my
so
favorite
good.
juice ever.
So good.
Straight up celery, cucumber. I know we're all about fruit, but I'm also all about greens and herbs and vegetables myself. And it took a few years to get more and more into the greens and into what they call bitter, which now is just like, it's not bitter at all, just like this delicious juice, really satisfying juice. And it's just cucumber and celery, the two mixed together. I love celery juice. I love cucumber juice. I love making celery
Mm.
cucumber with greens like cilantro, parsley. That's also really amazing. But then sometimes I'll make it without the leaves and just have celery and cucumber, and I'm always like,
Mm,
man, this
yes,
is like the
yes.
best one
Yeah, I
myself.
love
And you get the salts and the minerals, and it's really good to clean up your liver and your kidneys, get glowing
yeah,
skin,
do you
smooth
believe
skin.
that we're
It's
fruitarians?
really good.
How do you feel about that?
I don't I don't believe anything. I think I told you this before. I don't believe anything, but I know we're frugivorous beings by design, by physiological design. That's just like a scientific fact. Like how there's monkeys, primates, all those. We have a similar physiology. So there's different categories of the type of foods that animals and species eat, like herbivore, carnivore, omnivore, and then there's frugivore. And we don't really learn about that in school. They don't talk about it, but it exists, and that's what humans are. And yes, we strayed from the path and we adapted to other foods, and we could eat other foods. I'm not going to deny that, but we're not designed to eat other foods. We're designed to eat mainly fruit, and then you can
Yeah,
supplement
I
with other
ask you
foods.
because there's a big like debate of people that just eat fruit and then some people that say, we need greens. And so do you believe that we were designed to eat greens? And how do you feel about that on a daily basis?
I'm not sure if we're not designed for greens the same way that
Right.
herbivorous animals are. Like cows have several stomachs and very long intestines and the teeth that are designed to just like slowly chew that up into basically pulverize it and it becomes almost liquid. But in this day and age, I think it's very important.
Right.
We don't live in the tropics, a lot of us. We don't get the best food. We don't get food that's full of minerals that's grown in like rich soil. So we need to supplement with herbs and greens that have this
Yeah,
stuff
I think
more in
that's
abundance.
how I feel as well. Because I have just, and tell me if you agree, like I have just experienced both. I've done just fruit, and I didn't feel as good as when I have like a green smoothie or green juice every day. I don't know. I feel better. So,
Mm.
have you ever gone long periods of just fruit? I'm curious.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, like I don't remember, like I
Yes.
remember all my juice fasts and stuff, but I don't remember like long fruits. I remember like 2 weeks
Wow.
of Melon Island and stuff. And and the melon was amazing, especially when I was on the Sugar Kiss melons, which is
Yeah.
just like this amazing melon,
Yeah.
and I was just like in heaven on earth. And but yeah, I would love to do more longer periods of fruit. I think it's good to do periods of just fruit to really like cleanse, but also like get all the nutrition that we need and really feel satisfied, hydrated, full of fuel, be able to go on with your days and stuff. And I think if I lived in Hawaii or somewhere tropical and I was in nature, I was barefoot every day, touching the trees, climbing the trees, getting coconuts, I would I would be able to eat fruit and drink
Mm.
coconut water, I think. And maybe eat some coconut flesh. But I probably wouldn't need greens. But I don't know. I would still probably
Yeah,
want
I
greens
don't know.
anyway.
I really like greens to like ground me, because I've done all fruit and I just like have so much energy. I can't sleep. I just have too much energy. And so, okay, let's
Hmm.
get back to Woodstock. So now there's a lot of activities at Woodstock Fruit Festival. Can you tell us some of the activities that you have done over the years and some of your favorites?
Um, okay, yes. So I've done many activities. There's talks. I would like to go to some of the talks of someone like some expert or some fruitarian
Like
or
me,
raw vegan that I
right?
looked up to. Inspirational talks. Yeah, of course. And learn from them things that you didn't think about, especially in the beginning, first couple of years. I love to play sports myself. I love playing soccer, going for runs, and I love
Right.
jumping in the lake. But what became my favorite, especially in the later years, was just straight up chilling.
Chilling.
Like I stopped doing so many activities I would still love playing soccer and sports, but like I love just chilling, talking to people, connecting with people, and jumping in the lake. Just being like barely any clothes on, just like my short shorts, getting sunshine, jumping in the lake, and then just talking to people, hanging out, not rushing. Like I gotta make this activity, I
Not
gotta make
just
that
shorts,
activity.
ladies and gentlemen, the short
You know,
shorts.
just short shorts. That's
Right,
way
more
more
vitamin
skin
D. Right.
exposure.
Okay, so now yeah, that's a big part of the requirements for our venue, Cuba. We need to have a lake on premises. I found some really good places. They didn't have a body of water, and I'm just like, the lake is such a big part of Woodstock. It's so important. I
So
agree.
important.
And some people come, they don't I'm gonna I don't know if it's gross to people, but some people don't shower. They just jump in the lake every day, you know?
Yeah, I shower maybe like
You're one of
once in
those.
the
You're
middle,
one of
maybe
them.
once near
I
the
was like,
end.
some gross people come and don't
Yes,
shower. Yep,
yeah, but I'm
you're one of them.
fresh. Well, you could be gross if
Ooh,
gross is
good.
from the
Yep,
inside and
yep.
it comes out and it stinks. But if you're clean inside and you're sweating, you won't stink as much as
Good
like an
point.
average person. And I would jump in the lake. That's why I love the lake. Because, well, not from the dirt as in your perspective, yes, as well, the sweat, but the stickiness of the fruit.
Listen,
Just
I will
jump in the
never
water.
forget,
I'm all
Cuba. In
clean.
2017, I think it was 2017 or 18, you told me you wanted like a few minutes to go like shower. You said you needed to go clean, you needed to refresh yourself. And I was like, okay. And then you literally went to the grass and started rolling around in the grass. And that's how do you remember this? And that's how you took a shower.
I,
That was my introduction to Cuba.
yeah, I definitely remember rolling in the grass. Was it
Yeah,
in the grass? Was that
yeah,
with Hyatt?
probably.
Or was that another? I think it was with Hyatt. And I think it was because the grass was like moist or something, and it was just
I was
convenient. It wasn't all the way at
like
the
these
lake.
hippies cray, these hippies cray. But because I'm from New York, so like I don't have as much experience being outside, and Woodstock really opened me up. Yeah,
Yeah, I grew up
yeah.
going. I
What's
grew up going camping and stuff. So, like my brother, when we were kids, used to, when it was raining, throw us, like slide us down the puddles, and that
mm,
was like a fun activity. Like we're sliding, we're all
yeah,
muddy and wet, and so at the Woodstock Fruit
yeah.
Festival, you
Richard
get to
said
be
you
a
were
kid
high on
again and
fruit.
just have
Leave him
fun.
alone. Because I thought he was going to take a shower, and I just see him rolling around the grass. I was like, okay. So it's really fun. Woodstock Fruit Festival is like vegan summer camp for
Probably do it
adults.
again.
It's just like you get to be a kid. You get to have no worries, carefree. People take care of like you have an abundance of amazing fruit. You don't have to do any dishes. You don't have to juice anything. You don't have to worry about anything at all. You don't spend money that week. Like you don't have anything to do with your phone. If you want to shut your phone off, you can, which is what I did for 1 year. My phone was off
Hmm.
the whole time. It was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
amazing. 2017. Yeah,
You did that.
2017.
That's amazing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, a lot of times I would just leave my phone in the tent, or it
Yeah,
died
it's so
anyway, and then like
nice.
whatever. It's not the best for a content creator, but when you're in the moment there,
Yeah,
you
I
just
had
want
my
to like absorb
camera. So
everything.
I had my camera, but I had my phone away. So I recorded everything on a camera. Okay. So now, did you do anything at Woodstock Fruit Festival that was outside of your comfort zone? Like what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Over the years, especially. Well, like I told you, the first year, just asking for a selfie with Ted and Elise was outside my comfort zone. And then, like the next year, asking some people for
Mm.
interviews was outside of my
Who are some
comfort
people
zone.
that you
Um,
interviewed?
like asking Ted for an interview. I interviewed Ted. I interviewed,
Raw Natty Nate.
uh, yeah, I interviewed Ron and Auntie Nate. I interviewed Lissa from Raw Food Romance. And even though we were cool, we're like all hanging out. We rented a house together after the Woodstock Fruit Festival. I was still nervous when I did her video the most because she was like a famous YouTuber, and I'm like, I'm gonna be on her channel. I was like sweating. But yeah, all these experiences just got me so much more comfortable like interviewing people. Now I can go on basically live with anyone on
Yes.
Instagram, and
And
boom.
then so we met at Woodstock Fruit
Yeah.
Festival, and yeah, it changed my life because we started an accountability group together. Well, I started it and I invited you.
Yes.
But can you talk a little bit about how our accountability group with a few other people over the years, people have come and gone, but how that has affected your life.
We stay strong. Yeah, so accountability, this accountability group, um, it's basically a way to whatever you want to do, you just do it anyway, son. You don't care about like how you feel because you have these goals that you're accountable. So me, I'm accountable to Jeanette and someone else, our friend.
We don't
I don't
need
know
to
if we
give her
can
any more
mention or not,
followers.
but
Yeah, yeah.
shoot, probably be cool. But it's just like every week you have these goals, and if you just set it yourself and you just like plan something, it's so easy to be like, oh, I didn't do it, I'll just do it next week. But here you're like, oh man, I gotta show up for, I gotta do this goal. Like I feel like silly if I don't. And every week you're just doing something, especially something that you're procrastinating with, that
Right.
it's not in your nature to do it, but you know you have to do it to level up your business and your life. So just a game changer. Like all the huge successful people I look up to, they have accountability. I don't know if all of them, but a lot of them
Yeah.
have accountability partners and teams, and it's so key. Like you need someone else to check into that's on that same uh, like-minded and that same vibe of like leveling up, uh, get increasing
Yes.
your business. Otherwise, if you're just alone and no one around you is doing it, like how are you gonna, who are you
Exactly. It has
accountable
changed
to?
my life. I've written 5 books over the years because of you, Kuba. I have done so many things. And I just really am so grateful to you and so grateful to Woodstock Fruit Festival for changing my life. And so now I want to know what are some other people, because obviously you've met me and I've inspired you so much, and I'm one of your idols now. And so, what are some other people you have met from Woodstock Fruit Festival and that have like changed your life? That was a joke, by the way. I'm not your idol, but what are some other people or some other things that have happened at Woodstock? Like, have you like moved because of Woodstock, or have you like started a new job because of Woodstock, or like what has yes.
Okay, so now more things are coming to mind. Yeah, well, I met Adele from Miami Fruit, and we really connected. And then I went to visit Miami Fruit
Wow.
for 3 weeks in Miami, and like out hanging out with Miami Fruit, picking fruit,
Wow.
loading fruit, shipping it out, and just like being in Miami. Like I remember as soon as I landed in Miami, I felt really at home. So I always like miss Miami. And then because of that, the year later, I went to Miami and I drove down this time. I hung out with Miami Fruit again a couple of weeks, but this time I had so many more connections. So I knew people on the other side of Florida and all over kind of. So I ended up spending 4 months in Miami. And because of Miami Fruit's friends, I met another friend and got this roommate situation. I was in North Beach on the water, like this kind of like river, lakey water, but 5 minutes from the ocean walking. And I was just like in paradise for a couple of months living there. And this is all because I went to the Woodstock Fruit Festival and like connected, met
Ronnie.
people. I met Ronnie, he's here.
Okay.
I met Richard. I met Richard at Canada Fruit Fest actually, but I
I
met
think
so
you
many
now
people,
work
so
with
many people.
Ted Carr
Kaya,
now, right?
yeah, I want to get to that too. I connected with Ted. In the first year, we were cabin mates, like bunker, whatever mates you call it. Like there's a few men that had to share a bunker, like the all men's cabin, there's all women's cabin. And we were bunker mates, and he would never be there. He would hang out with Elise all day because they were hanging out at that time. But he had his stuff all over the bed, so he literally would come in the morning to like get something or drop something off, and and then later in the afternoon before dinner as well. So that's how we connected because I was sleeping and I'd wake up to like Ted entering the cabin, and he would just like say something nice to me, say great rising or whatever. And then in the afternoon, I would come, like after all the activities before dinner, I would come to do my meditation, and he would come in for something, and he would utter some nice word like blissful abundance or much love, something, because he knew I was meditating. He didn't want to interrupt, but he just shared his love. And one day we crossed paths when I wasn't in meditation, like near the end. So we got to talking. He's like, let's meditate together right now. We meditated together. And that's what's amazing is that meditation was the foundation of this relationship, me and Ted. And then we became homies the next year. He was friends with my friends and we were hanging out. He got a place in New York City after, and we like went there and hung out. He filmed us freestyling, and we just we just connected deeper and became good friends. And then when I was in Miami, he came to visit. We got an Airbnb together, and we went to the 10X Growth Conference by Grant Cardone. And just like meeting these entrepreneurs, we got a photo with Jesse Itzler, who's
One of my
also into
friends.
fruit.
Yep,
He does fruits
Jesse.
anew, and he's a billionaire. Yeah, and like just leveling up. And now, so Ted has this online community of entrepreneurs, helping people become entrepreneurs, especially in the vegan niche. And he has these calls where, like these work tanks. He had these work tanks where you can come for like 2, 3 hours on Zoom. You're hanging out with other people, but you're
Genius.
working. So that's another thing to hold each other accountable. And then he had like he had calls like content calls and calls to help you with your business, right? And then he also had a meditation call once a week. And I was like disconnected from the community for a few months. Like when I came to Mallorca, I changed my whole life. And I'm like, I need to get back to that community. And I was like, I'll go to the work tank. And I'm like, what's the next thing in the schedule? The meditation. So I came back to the meditation. I reconnected with Ted, met some other teammates, and joined his team. And now we're working together, helping people get their
Amazing.
business set up. And
That's
it's just
amazing. All
incredible.
because of Woodstock Fruit
Yeah.
Festival. Wow.
Yeah. Like if I didn't go to the Fruit Fest, I wouldn't meet these people. I wouldn't have leveled up. I wouldn't have come out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't have like waken up my spirit so much, because these people, everyone there brings the best out of you, helps you bring the best out of yourself. And I remember even like the Miami thing, going there for 4 months became possible because at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, you're so inspired. I'm like, I'm going to Jamaica with my family for Christmas. But you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive to Miami and fly to Jamaica. And I was so inspired, I bought my ticket from Miami to Jamaica to force me to make
Wow.
it to Miami. If I did not do that because of that whole vibe at the Woodstock, I went back home and like the vibe dims and you kind of get into old patterns and stuff. I would not have gone. But because I had a ticket, I was like, I got to get my ass in the car and drive to Miami because it takes a couple of days to get there so I can catch my flight. And then I ended up staying four
Amazing.
months in Miami. So many
Kuba,
things
we would
happened
never have been
because of the
friends.
festival. Yeah.
We would never be in this accountability group, which because
Yeah.
of this group, we have done so much over the years. I would have never been in Miami. I met my roommate at Woodstock and I moved to Miami.
Yeah, I
Literally,
brought you to
so
Miami
many
too.
things because of Woodstock Fruit Festival. So listen, if you've never been, it's a magical place. Definitely, you have to come this year. And if you're interested, if you're watching this and you're interested in coming for free, click the link in our bio. I'll leave the link below if you're on YouTube. And I'll also leave some links for Kuba so you can connect with him more. And so, Kuba, can you just, to wrap up this hour, can you tell us what do you do and how can you help people to get into this amazing plant-based lifestyle, plant exclusive lifestyle?
So, yeah, besides with Ted helping people set up their business, personally, I'm a health detox coach. So I help people basically do a regenerative detox lifestyle. Basically, look and feel your best, rejuvenate, feel younger, because I'm in my past my mid 30s, and usually people think I'm
Yes.
younger. You get that as well. And you feel younger, like I feel younger than I did in my late
Yes.
20s when I started getting old. And helping people reach those states through diet and lifestyle. So basically, I have some programs, some courses, some ebooks, all these different stuff. So in my bio, you can check some of that out. You could join our Facebook community and just like help each other to
Amazing. And
grow.
I'll put all your links below. And yeah, okay. So last two questions. If anybody has any questions for Kuba, leave them in the comment question section below, and we'll get to those. And so, Kuba, if you had to describe Woodstock Fruit Festival in only one word, what word would you choose?
Okay, so I have one word to choose. I will need
You want to
a
meditate
moment to
for a few
think of it. It
minutes?
could be probably so many words. Cuba de Juice Man. One word for the Woodstock Fruit Festival
Mm,
is magical.
yep.
I would say magical. Because life is magical, but Woodstock Fruit Festival
Oh, that's
helps you
so true.
realize that.
Yeah, that's so true. And you know what? You never want to leave. And what happens is after you go to Woodstock, you find a way
Yeah,
to make your
you
life
never want to leave.
like Woodstock. Like as soon as I went in 2017, I was like, I want to live my life like Woodstock Fruit Festival every single day. So like that was my mantra. Woodstock is my life every single day. And yeah,
You, I
and I
remember
did it.
that about
And
you, yeah.
so you can too.
And you did it. Your house is full of fruit.
Yeah.
You're always just like surrounded by fruit. You're meeting people that do fruit.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
working with the Woodstock Fruit Festival. Like you made it happen. This is your
Somebody
life
calling
is
me.
always the
Sorry,
Woodstock Fruit Festival.
Somebody from Woodstock is calling me. Okay, so listen, Sugarcane Bliss. Yeah, we got to interview you, Ronnie. Ronnie, I got to get you on here. Have we interviewed Ronnie yet? I can't remember, but I gotta interview. Yes, I did interview Ronnie. Right, he was my first one. Okay, well, I'll interview you again, Ronnie.
Okay. He's
For
interviewed
Woodstock,
us,
I mean. Okay,
which is
so
cool.
now baddies all over
Yeah.
the place. Why is Ronnie so weird? Okay, Ronnie needs a nap. So
Too many times.
basically, Kuba, the last question for you, and thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. The last question for you is if
Thank
you
you for having me.
could send a message to everyone in the world. So say I put these headphones on every single person in the entire world, and I was going to translate what you said into every language. What is a message you would love to send out to the world for everyone to know? What is a truth that you would love to share?
That you create your destiny and your reality. That no matter what you're going through, you have the ability to change it, and only you. It could only come from within you. So sometimes, a lot of times, we wait for external changes to change our lives, but really it comes from within. Then the external starts changing, and you see it more and more the more you
Wow,
change
love
it from
it.
within. So, do you want me to elaborate? Because
Elaborate,
I
bring
could bring
fruit
fruit
into it.
into
Yeah.
this if you want me to bring fruit into it. Because, yeah, it's mindset, but the fruit, like it depends. Some people go through mindset and then they might realize diet is important. Some people go through diet, get on fruit, and they realize it expands their mind and their consciousness. So, fruit really helps clean out all this debris, and especially in the gut, which is linked to the brain, we have like what they call clouded mind. I had that my whole life. Well, from teenage onward clouded mind because the gut is just full of gunk and like all this debris. So we're not thinking clearly and we don't feel empowered. We don't feel belief in ourselves. But when you clean out the gunk, you clean up your body, your cells are communicating properly, your brain just like wakes up, opens up, your pineal gland gets cleared up, and that just like expands your consciousness, and you realize you're a creator and you can create any reality you
Mm,
want.
very true. It's
So,
very true. And now the audience would like us to end with a freestyle. Um,
gymnast
oh
beatbox.
wait, I can't do it.
Just a little flow before we
Uh,
go. We gotta let go. Gotta get dough. It used to be Joe. Now it's just fruit
well, okay,
that
you
we
see,
like to
this is why we
smoke.
didn't want to freestyle. What?
It's a past coming with
So,
the present.
thank you very, very much, everyone, for being here. Didn't know she could
The
beatbox.
pineal gland.
Tessa, I could do it all. And thank you, Sherry, for being here. Sherry said hi to both of us earlier. What's up, Sherry Boo, if you're still
What's
there?
up, Sherry?
Thank you, everyone, for being here. And again, if you'd like to come to Woodstock Fruit Festival for free in 2023, click the link in our bio and you can enter to win a free ticket. All you have to do is find our perfect venue. All the requirements are in the link below and also in the link in our bio. I'll leave the link below on YouTube. And thank you very, very much, Kuba, for everything. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being you.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun. And it was so nice to talk about the Fruit Festival again. And
And
like,
yes, and
I
Kuba
feel
has a
re-inspired.
once we open up the tickets for sale, Kuba, you have a discount code, right? What is that?
Yep, definitely. It's Cuba.
Kuba, and that
Kuba.
is that will get you $100 off your
Cuba.
ticket. So once
Thanks,
that
Leah.
opens, we'll
Yeah. That's major key. I remember seeing that discount code, and when I already signed up, I was like, why didn't I know about this? So if you know about it, take advantage.
write that down for
KUBA,
when the
save a
tickets are on
hundred
sale.
bucks,
Write that
and
down,
have the
put it in
best
your
time
notes
of
for
your
when the
life.
tickets are on sale.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Kuba, and we will see you guys in the next episode.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Kuba.
Much love. Bye, guys.